Excela Health is a not-for-profit health organization located in Greensburg, Pennsylvania, 30 miles east of Pittsburgh. Excela and its 3 hospitals are the sole provider of healthcare in Westmoreland County. Excela's Community Health Needs Assessment identified a need to increase prenatal medical care and health literacy. Excela also realized the need to increase maternity center utilization in light of the strong group of competitors that surrounds them. To meet these goals, Excela chose MedRespond to create a cloud-based conversational engagement program where soon-to-be parents can ask Excela staff questions about pregnancy, labor, and delivery. What is conversational engagement? MedRespond's patented conversational engagement technology extends far beyond patient education, pushing the boundaries of behavior change through personalized motivation to action. Virtual coaches walk patients, families, and caregivers through each step of their healthcare journey, providing consistent, understandable, and actionable information. This enables patients and their families to get the information they need when and where they choose. Patients pose their questions and comments in their own words. Computational linguistics translate and classify the patient's responses and queries to immediately access a pre-recorded video reply. Why is this important? There is simply not enough time for healthcare professionals to educate their patients about treatment options. As an online resource, custom conversations are available 24/7 to educate and reassure patients about their care decisions. Let's look at how conversational engagement works in Baby Talk with My Excela Doc.
Hello, and welcome to Baby Talk with My Excela Doc, a program for soon-to-be parents where you can ask Excela healthcare professionals all your questions about pregnancy, labor, and delivery. Type your questions in the Ask box below or click on the menu to your left to explore the topics that interest you most.
Baby Talk with My Excela Doc is promoted in Excela's advertising, social media, and at the point of service. In its first 3 months, over 1,000 visitors have accessed the site to find answers to their questions. Visitors can access an extensive menu of informative videos, or they can ask their own questions.
Are contractions painful?
Contractions can feel like heavy menstrual cramps or lower abdominal pressure. The pain may be felt in the lower abdomen or in the lower back and abdomen, and it may also radiate down the leg. The strength of the contractions increases as labor progresses.
How do I know my due date?
If you have a regular 28-day menstrual cycle, your due date is calculated by adding 280 days or 40 weeks to the first day of your last menstrual period.
What happens when my water breaks?
The sac of fluid that surrounds and protects your baby during pregnancy may break early in labor or just before birth. When it breaks, sometimes there is a gush of fluid and sometimes it is only a trickle.
Some responses will direct viewers to related resources, and sometimes they will be presented with related questions to explore.
Your water will usually break before or during labor, but if it does not break on its own before birth, your healthcare provider may strip or break your water in order to bring on labor.
Conversational engagement can be used for patient engagement, disease management, and education and coaching.
Will I be in pain?
Even though your healthcare team will do everything they can to keep it manageable, you will have some pain. Unfortunately, it is a part of the healing process. We do our best to minimize your pain, so you're able to take an active part in your recovery.
Medication education and support.
The goal of this site is to give you more information about what it is like to take part in a clinical trial, which is also known as a research study. I invite you to explore the site. If you have a question, type it into the box below and we will provide the closest available pre-recorded response.
And for teaching communication skills to healthcare providers.
How would you ask Mrs. Caulfield to review the screening?
We need to talk about your drinking.
The key is to ask permission. It's important that this is not perceived as telling the patient that you're going to review the screening regardless. Remember, ask permission. You could simply ask, Do you mind if we review your screening results?
To learn more about conversational engagement, contact Carlton Ketchum, Vice President of Customer Development, at 412-965-4178.